Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a good day since it is a beautiful sunny day in November in Oregon, which is unheard of. And I am here today to talk to you guys about my 39th and 40th week of pregnancy. I am 40 weeks now and baby has not made his appearance yet. Last week was a very crazy week because it was my last week of work and so things were just crazy. I didn't get a chance to film my 39-week update, so I'm sorry you guys, but I am going to combine today's video so that I can talk about the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy. So I'm going to start with my weight. My weight actually hasn't changed in the last 2 weeks. Both of my doctor's appointments were the same in weight, and that is 141 pounds. That is a total of 23 pounds gained for the pregnancy. So yeah, the doctors seem to be totally happy with that. They're not concerned that I didn't gain any weight the last couple weeks. My stomach obviously has grown, baby has continued to move a ton. So yeah, 23 pounds gained total for the pregnancy. Of course, you know, depending on when baby decides to show up, it might be a couple more pounds, but I'm really happy with that gain. I think that baby and I have stayed pretty healthy, and that is what's important, really. When it comes to symptoms, everything has kind of stayed the same. The only thing that I would say has really changed is my contractions. They definitely have gotten stronger. They are starting to actually be painful, but they are not continuous and they don't have any sort of pattern. So they're totally random, so they are still Braxton Hicks or practice contractions. So in the meantime, we're just sort of waiting. I think they are doing something, but obviously I'm not in labor, so they're not doing enough yet. Other than that, I have been having crazy energy the last like 3 or 4 days, and I deep cleaned my house, and I washed all of my sheets and blankets and like pillows and basically everything to prepare for baby. I have had tons of energy. Like I said, I think that I am like in like last second nesting mode and making sure that everything is like perfect for the baby. And I think I'm just getting really excited too, because now it's like really crunch time. Now it can really happen anytime. And even if it doesn't happen on its own, like it's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. So I'm just getting ready and I'm really excited. Plus I'm done with work, which is really awesome. I feel like that was also making me really exhausted, having to work every day and then being done when it was already dark out, and that was just really hard on my body. So I'm enjoying this last couple days that it hasn't been raining, and I have just gotten to nest and be home and take care of my already existing babies, all my animals, and unfortunately my husband too that is sick. I've been having to take care of him too. I'm just like really hoping that he gets better before the baby gets here, because I don't want him to like not be able to hold the baby or like kiss the baby because he's so sick. So I've been having to take care of him a ton to try to get him better. When it comes to baby, the Bump app, which is what I have been using, is telling me that the baby is about 7.5 pounds and 20 inches long. Again, this is just an estimation, but the doctor actually also told me that he thinks that the baby is about 7.5 pounds now, so just based on what he felt. So we'll see. I mean, those sort of things you don't really find out until baby's actually here. But it's nice to have a good estimation. I'm just hoping baby comes before he gets too much bigger than that, because 7.5 pounds is a good weight, but like 8 or 9 or 10 is too much. So really hoping the baby shows up sometime soon. Kind of having a contraction right now. Baby's lungs are now fully developed. Of course, he is 40 weeks gestational, so his body is ready 100% to be out in the real world, which is really exciting. I'm just so glad we made it. We made it the entire pregnancy. Baby didn't come early. Now we don't have really any worries at all when it comes to baby's lungs not being developed, or just his other organs not being developed and not working enough. Like, he actually is physically ready to be in this world, and that is so exciting, and that's something that I am just so grateful for, that we made it the whole time, and now I'm just really excited for him to get here, and now I just want him to get here today or tomorrow or as soon as possible, because I just want to meet him. And I'm also just really hoping that he comes on his own. I really don't want to be induced, which kind of brings me to my next subject, which was my doctor's appointments. We talked a little bit about induction and how that would work. Because I am now 40 weeks, they are talking about the possibility of induction within a week or two if the baby is if the baby hasn't come yet. So what the doctor told me is that for my 41-week appointment, they are going to actually do another ultrasound, which is exciting. And they're also doing a couple other checks. I don't really know exactly what the tests are called, but they're basically going to be checking for the amniotic fluid and like all the baby's vitals and like everything like that, to make sure that the baby's not in distress in any way, that his heartbeat and my heartbeat are totally fine, that there's enough fluid in there, that the placenta's still doing its job. And if there are any signs of the baby being in distress at all, or if there are any signs of either his heartbeat, my heartbeat, or the fluid not being high enough, and things just not being perfect, then they are going to induce me on Friday, and that will be again on my 41-week appointment, which will be exactly the day I turn 41 weeks. Now if the baby is doing totally fine and the fluid is totally fine and I'm fine, then they will let me go another week. If for some reason baby hasn't come by my 42-week appointment or the 42-week mark, then they would induce me then. So we're really hoping that the baby just comes on his own this week, and you know, if he doesn't, that at least his vitals and everything else are perfect, so that we don't have to be induced on Friday. But you know, there's only time can tell really what's gonna happen, and only he can tell us when he's ready. And I'm just really hoping for the best. I don't want to be induced. I really want to have a natural childbirth. So that's really important to me. Sorry for the changing light, but yeah, we're using natural light today, so the sun is just moving through the trees and the light is changing, and so sorry about that if it looks kind of crazy. I actually wanted to mention also that for my 40th week appointment, I actually got checked for the very first time. I had sort of been refusing the checks before because I know that they're not really super necessary, and in fact just uncomfortable, and they don't really give us that much information. But for my 40th week, she said that it would be really good if I did get checked. So we went ahead and did that, and I am 1 centimeter dilated, or I was on Friday, and she said the baby's head is actually really low and that my cervix is nice and soft. So we're just waiting for me to dilate a little bit more. It's exciting that there's stuff moving already and things are happening. So that was, you know, kind of fun to see. You know, these sort of checks don't really like actually give you like a real timeline of when labor is about to start, but they are fun, and it's kind of fun to have the information. Well, the checks are not fun. I don't know why I said that. The check is not fun, but it is fun to have the information and to know what's going on with my body a little bit. So yeah, that is all I had to add. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe with the little circle that's going to come up somewhere on the screen. And if you have any advice for me, since I am a first-time mom and about to go through labor, please comment down below and let me know. Tell me how your labor went, or things you wish you would have known. And thank you guys for watching, and I will show you my belly as well. I'll just probably move the camera around. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Okay, so here is my belly at 40 weeks. I unfortunately did not get a recording of the belly at 39 weeks, but I don't think it really has changed that much. Maybe it dropped a little, I guess. So this is belly at 40 weeks. And My pants are, again, not maternity, so they're just open, but this is my belly with no shirt. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Has it dropped? Does it look any lower or bigger? What do you think?